What's up, everyone?
Hey, what's going on? This is Alex.
It's Mike.
And this is Evan.
Welcome to the Mike and Alex Show.
Yes, we're back. Consistency, finally.
And that means more content for you, our listeners, and everybody wins.
Yeah, and I was thinking, too, like, we're talking about topics we're going to do every week. Like, if any of our listeners have topics they want us to talk about, like, definitely let any of Alex, Evan, or I know, and we can
You're
talk
all
about
we
it
have. Please.
Please, we're running out of steam. No, I'm just kidding.
And actually, for today's topic, we're doing social media. So if one of our things we want to do for our listeners is go to our Facebook page at the Mike and Alex Show podcast, or even on YouTube, and post your first or Twitter, and post your first social media experience for us. So let us know what was your first app or social media experience in general. Was it MySpace? Was it Twitter? Was it Facebook?
Yeah.
Was it Instagram?
LinkedIn for all you workaholics.
There you go.
And before we go any further, I want us all to have a moment of silence for the Craigslist personal section, which is tragically going away.
See, I didn't even know about this. See, the personal ads, they're no more?
No. I guess for some weird reason there was too much of a mess going on with casual encounters and things like that. It's sad because it was such a great, if you meet somebody at a coffee shop or a bar and it's a misconnection. You wanted to approach them and you didn't, and then you can go on Craigslist and see if you can have that second chance. Or if you're bored one night,
I think
wasn't there a Craigslist
casual encounters?
Well, I was going to say, I think Craigslist, originally, I believe, was supposed to be strictly for apartment hunting, and that's the only time I've used Craigslist was for apartment hunting, pretty much.
Yeah, and it's still for all those things. It's just unfortunately they're shutting down the personal section. So
because of what happened years ago,
I want everyone to stop talking for 10 minutes. No, not 10 minutes, but
our whole podcast will be
just for a little bit. So a moment of silence for the Craigslist personal section. Okay. All right. So just 10 seconds or so. All right. Okay. Starting now.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway.
Please edit this out.
Start again.
No, we can't do it. I can't give 10 seconds to Craigslist.
I can't give 10 seconds to Craigslist, bro.
Okay. All right.
No, there was the Craigslist killer, and wasn't he using the Craigslist personal ad to hire these women and then
they wouldn't just give him that name if he was not using Craigslist.
I will say,
I know, but I wasn't using the personal.
I know one happily married couple. I know one happily married couple that met through Craigslist.
There you go. No, I mean, I have never met anyone, and if there are people out there, and if anyone knows anyone, they can confirm this. Has anyone ever met anyone through personal ads on Craigslist? That just seems like it's got such a bad rap since murders. So I never chose to go that route because.
Well, we're glad you never chose to murder people, Mike.
Well, not that, but just even use Craigslist other than for apartment hunting. But I mean, people do.
I think we've hired people. I think at work, people were hired where I work through one of the Craigslist ads.
Yeah. I think you can do. You can do jobs too on there. But
Craigslist.
Ads, no.
The personal ads have the worst reputation. I agree.
Well, hey,
I wonder why.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder why the stories you hear about hookers and everything. So there you go.
Yeah.
So, Evan, we gave it almost 5 seconds. Is that sufficient?
That's enough, I guess.
Was that good enough?
I'll do some. I'll edit 10 minutes of a classical piece. So,
Evan, are you admitting that your first social media was Craigslist? Would that count as a social media?
There's not much media involved in it. Just the social, but
yeah. I get. Well, if they're taking that away, then I guess it's not social anymore.
And it's just that's
anti-social media.
So I don't know if this counts as. One thing is that I had a. I don't know if you guys remember Angel Fire or Tripod or GeoCities. In the late 90s, I had a
GeoCities.
So I had a Tripod website. Just with a bunch of band logos and stuff like that. I don't know if you count that as social media. And then I had
I guess.
Then I had a live journal. I'm not sure if you count that as social media.
Live journal I would count more than I would the GeoCities.
So you would count live journal?
I would count live journal.
Okay, so live journal was technically
what was live journal? Was it literally was it like a blog site before blogs?
Yeah, but it was a blog site. It's exactly.
It was a blog site because of blogs.
Yeah.
Well, what
So
came
it's
first,
basically
the
like your
blog
wall.
or the live journal?
It's like your
It's
Facebook
the
wall.
same thing.
Oh, so live journal was the what's the word? The birth of the blog.
I would know.
I
I don't
guess it was
know.
Dear Diary before that.
Yeah, I think it might have been that.
No, I think it was actually quill pen and paper before any of this, before any of these social sites. But my first one was MySpace.
Yeah, my
first
first
one
one
was
was MySpace as well.
And do you guys remember you could have like your top 8, your top 12, top 24? All
Yeah, that kind
And
of
somehow
got
Tom was always there.
and it become like a huge deal with you and your friends. Of like, with some people, it would become a huge deal that if you didn't put them in your top page. Alex might know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yep.
All of a sudden, if you move somebody up or down on your friends list, they're
You'd be moved to-
retaliation. You'd be dropped out of the top 10.
Yeah, I can't.
I don't
rank
know
my
what
friends.
what was
Well,
the
I
guy's
can.
name? It was just Tom, right?
Tom.
That was just
Tom.
his name.
Tom.
Tom with the picture of him at the blackboard just facing left, smiling. That was it.
Yep.
Like, did he think it was a good idea to rank your friends and that wouldn't cause any fights? You know.
I don't know what he was thinking.
And
I think Tom was just a patsy in all of this.
I think Tom was just looking to make money, and he did.
Yeah.
And then he jumped ship. Didn't he jump ship and go to like Facebook or something?
Well, he
No.
sold MySpace to Time Warner, I believe.
Yeah, he sold it to somebody.
Yeah.
And he made a good half a billion, I think.
What I couldn't stand about MySpace is people who they added. Well, it's okay if you add like one video or one piece of one song in the background, but I know like a lot of people. Who didn't know
Oh
what they were
yeah,
doing. They
you would
add,
turn on
like-
your page and you get blasted with Metallica or something.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
one is fine, but they would have like 2 videos playing at the same time.
Also,
yeah,
it
Mess
I
up
loops
with
remember
the
in the
HTML
sounds.
formatting, so you'd have to scroll down to get to everything. That was just
Yeah.
messed up.
I remember.
Yeah,
that.
so
You had
literally
to
every video
scroll
would
through
play
every-
at the same time.
But also remember, like you'd have to scroll through pictures and like people would just post random pictures of celebrities and stuff on their page. You're like, what is all this junk? Trying to get down to like the what was it? It was kind of the wall where you would just type stuff. And
Yeah, you'd literally
Yeah,
post
exactly.
on somebody's wall. Yeah.
yeah, I mean that was great for what it was, and I think it was literally just. I mean, what could you do on there? You would just you had to go to people's wall. You actually had to go onto their page to write to them. It wasn't just like a wall.
Well,
you'd
remember
go
when
to.
you actually had to call people and meet people face to face?
No, I don't remember that. That
Yeah,
sounds like
I
that
know.
sounds very fun. I would love to do that again.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
yeah.
Well,
No, I mean-
and then MySpace actually had personal ads too. Yeah, because they had MySpace Music, MySpace Personals, MySpace something else, and I met one of my friends through that because I was looking to play music.
Okay. Yeah, because wasn't it originally supposed to be? I thought it originally was a band thing. That's how I got introduced to MySpace. Like it was for bands, and like no, you can have.
That's
regular
kind of how it
ones.
is now.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's kind of gone back to just all. It's a band.
Well, I don't think there's any bands that actually post new content on that.
Yeah.
No, but I think it is more with them in mind now.
So I'm actually I have weird memories about dates. I remember exactly when I transferred from MySpace to Facebook. It's actually coming up on a 10-year anniversary. It was the 4th of July 2008. I jumped onto Facebook.
Yep.
I think somewhere around 08 is when people, because I still remember using Facebook MySpace pretty heavily in 07.
Yeah, I remember using
Yeah.
MySpace actually until the end of 08, and then all of a sudden, beginning of 2009, everyone shifted to Facebook.
Yeah, I remember it was like I did both for a while. I think in 2007 through 8, I did them both, and
That
then,
was the transition period, I think.
yeah. And then after
Yeah.
in 2009, I just I
was
had a
strictly
relationship
Facebook.
go south, and then I just kind of like stopped doing my MySpace to get rid of that. So that kind of sped up my transition right to Facebook.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
I
MySpace
used-
relationship gone south.
Yep.
I used it until the end of 2009 when I was first touring with the band and doing the shows and like promoting it with music, and then towards the end of 2009 that I just kind of stopped using the page and just focus all my attention on
Like
on
everyone
Facebook.
else,
So
Yeah.
like everyone else, you're like, oh wow, yeah. This is,
Speaking of which, I saw in my memories. Remember when people actually used to on Facebook would actually write on your wall too, like
Yep.
09. It was just recently, Alex. I think it was February or March. I had something in my memories like from you, Alex, to Mike, 2009. Like I must have said, "Hey, bro, you joined my Facebook," and you're like, "Hey, yes, I'm on Facebook. Not sure if I like it yet." And that was your only. that was your status to me.
Well, it was more that I don't think you could respond to somebody else's post on the wall, so you had to go to their
Yes.
post to respond to it.
Yeah.
Yep.
There was the wall kind of came 10.
Still don't
11-ish.
think I like it, by the way.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you.
Yeah,
now on
but
that.
you're too far in now.
Yeah, we're down the rabbit hole.
Yep.
Well, I kind of wanted to talk about that. Now it's 2018, and it's Facebook has been the only game in town. I think it's safe to say the last 10.
Depends on what. I think a lot of people are going more towards Instagram and Twitter for certain things.
Instagram, definitely Twitter, but definitely Instagram. I think more people are on Instagram at this point.
This is what I was going to say. Yeah, I joined Instagram finally the fall of 17. I think I was a little late to the party on it, but I'm noticing now more people on Instagram, and I noticed a few of my friends in the last couple months have stated such things as I'm going to get off Facebook. Some, talking about the Cambridge Analytics, we can get into that. But I think people, and this is a big reason, and this is what I wanted to talk about. I think people use sites for different things. I think Instagram is just what people wanted to do originally, was just have fun, post funny things, and that's kind of where I like to be. So I'm spending more time these days on Instagram than Facebook.
Well, and then but it's the same thing that Facebook initially was, and same thing that Twitter and MySpace.
Initially.
Well, the whole thing is, when you look at it, Instagram, you're seeing bands promote their shows, like if they have endorsement deals, they're literally honoring their endorsement deals by promoting like the products that they're using.
You can check
there's Instagram, and there's literally people who just make their money on Instagram. Like there's models that are literally on there just promoting, and every time they're getting a certain content of likes, they're getting their own little sponsorships and things done that way.
One of the greatest things Instagram has done is made just a minute long for videos, and with the attention span of this day and age, like I think that's perfect for people to click on videos and actually get something within a minute.
Yeah.
But I've noticed a lot. I don't know if you guys have seen it or if you noticed, but I feel like there's a shift. I think people are getting tired of Facebook, because what I've noticed in the last year, especially last year, 2 years, it's become two things: political book, and it's become people just share stuff. Nobody has original thoughts too much anymore. They just share posts from other stuff.
Well, in a way, yeah, but a lot of people just share stuff on Twitter and do post political stuff on Twitter too. So.
Yeah. Well, no, Twitter is exactly that for the most part too. It's retweeting other people's thoughts. I totally get it. So I think out of the three of them, Instagram is the one you can be the most original right now at this point.
Yeah. For me, you can be original on the other two, but again, Facebook is for text.
Well, I think, and to Mike's point, it's data mining, but all these companies are data mining. Most websites have a white page that they're gathering information from you to sell to other companies.
Yeah, I don't know much about the Cambridge Analytics. I know one friend of mine who got off immediately when that came out, and backed up all his photos and said, "I'm off Facebook. Here's my phone number and here's my Instagram," which was kind of nice in a way. It's like, oh yeah, you can just call.
Yeah, because Instagram isn't selling any of the photos or information that you're posting to anybody.
Good.
If a Democrat or a Republican wants to get all the photos I take of my meals that I cook, more power to them. I don't post anything.
I know. I have nothing to be afraid of about stuff that I put. Well, that's the thing about we could talk about what do you post. A lot of my stuff on Instagram is just funny random stuff, and that's it.
If you go on my Instagram, you're going to see one of three things: guitars.
More guitars and guitars.
Me promoting a show or something musical based, or a picture of me. Either way, enjoy all three.
Wait, that's Instagram?
Instagram.
Okay, yeah, because Facebook, you can find yourselves into the political things yourself there, my friend. So.
Oh, absolutely, and with Facebook, I'm not worried about, because literally I'm not revealing personal details. I might share a certain social view. But you're not going to find out any of my personal information. You're going to hear oh, well, I'm going to a funeral today or something like that. You're getting maybe one layer. And I think that,
so you're okay with the political book.
On one tier.
So you're okay with going with the stream of, I'll post, I'll get into the political debates if I have to on Facebook. You're okay with that?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm not, because the thing is, it's going to be the same thing. I don't hide behind anything. So if there's something that you see me post on Facebook, I've probably already said it to your face.
Oh, I totally get that. With you, you're more with me. My thing has always been, some of the coolest people I've known I've always had to ask them what's going on, or I've always had to ask them what their thoughts are on stuff. And I've always been way more interested in those people than people who just shove stuff in your face. Not that you do or anybody does, but like some people, we all know them, who shove their views in your face. Like, okay, I get this is what you believe in, you know?
Yeah, I completely agree. And that's why I like Facebook and Instagram and all those. You find stuff about people that you know that you would, for some reason, wouldn't have asked about. And then it helps embellish relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's why I kind of like Twitter, because there's a limit on what you can say per tweet.
I do like that, yeah.
Yeah, but usually that means that they try to jam-pack more crap into it.
I will say I will tweet more random. I will say more random thoughts on Twitter than I would on Facebook. Facebook for me now has just become like, oh hey, I'm doing this. I'm at this place. I'm doing this.
Got my iced coffee. # Dunkin's.
I should do a promotion with them. Some sort of stock with them.
You should.
I think anybody from New England could do that, though.
No, not me.
You find yourself in it.
Yeah, you'd be
You'll find it.
No, just I just think that Dunkin' Donuts coffee is overrated.
Do you drink coffee? I thought you just drink hot chocolate out of a little straw.
You mean like the little small hot chocolates you spill on yourself all the time, Mike?
Is it a curly straw?
That's you.
No, I do. I'm more of a tea guy. But
You're more of a yoo-hoo.
When I do coffee, I do coffee black.
Or yoo-hoo, yeah.
I don't do you. We both know who drinks yoo-hoo here.
That's not true. So I'm just finding. I just really believe that in 2018, I'm starting to see a shift. I think people have been getting sick of Facebook in the last year or two, and I've actually seen a lot of YouTube videos of people talking about why they got off Facebook and how much happier they are.
And the fact that people are making videos about it is exactly how stupid this is.
Because you're still on social media.
You're still on social media. Two, it's another company that data mines and sells your information and videos to other companies.
Well, true. Depending on the reason why they got off Facebook, they got off Facebook for some good reasons.
And now they have video proof that you've said these things.
Well, here's the thing, but that's not if they're getting off Facebook for different reasons though. That's fine. Like they're getting off Facebook
like a violation of privacy. You mean like the way things are monetized on YouTube?
No. I'm talking about like the basic stuff of why people would get sick of Facebook. You know, like they get sick of people's posts and stuff like that. That's
I completely understand that, and I don't disagree with that. I think I got off of Facebook for a while.
I remember you did, and then you jumped back on.
I jumped on 3 years later because there was a little band that came together in 2015. Yeah, got to promote.
But you stayed for the.
You stayed for the
Alex Lopez. I stayed for the Alex Lopez.
I think with any social media, less is more.
I agree.
Less is more.
I agree.
People who post every day, it's to me after a while, it's like it's not even worth reading because it's just random thoughts or random posts after a while. Again, I'll always read something of somebody that maybe doesn't post too much. Like, what's this person up to?
Random thoughts. Where's that from?
Jack Handy, SNL.
Jack Handy, SNL, yes. Here's some random thought from Jack Handy.
Yes. You're really liking that the announcer voice lately.
I do. I like it.
So, I mean, where are you guys on a scale of 1 to 10 of usage of Facebook? Or should I say, do you use social media just when you get like a notification? Do you try to post something every day, or is it kind of just random? For me, it's random. I
don't post every day. I go on every day, but I don't post every day. I'll like something, but I'm not necessarily making a personal post every day.
Evan? Uh-oh. Did we lose Evan?
He muted himself again.
We have to edit this part.
Sauteed chicken.
I'd say I'm a 7 or 8 because I do post like every other day or so. Lately, it's been every day because we've got the 10 albums that influence you. But
that's true.
But I'm not afraid to unplug for like a week. If I go hiking for a week or something like that, I'm not afraid to. I don't have to post a picture every day or do anything like that. So I'd say I'm a 7 or 8.
And this is what I have to say to people who feel like they have to get off Facebook not to use it. It's like, okay, well, obviously it became way too much of a part of your life. You know, why don't you just you can just simply not log in or take, not go on your phone. Like there is a little resistance that you have to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you can just delete the app off your phone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And again, me as a sociology major, I saw a thing that people were, the more they use Facebook, the more anxiety and depressed they got. Compared to people who use it less.
You don't want to get a sense of like keeping up with the Joneses, like
yes, and that's exactly what people
other
feel
people.
like. Yeah.
Because for a while I was getting I got a little not like depressed, but jealous when I saw other people on like these big vacations or anything like that, and then you just gotta don't let it bother you.
Yeah, but
you know what it
it's
is
an illusion anyway.
Well,
it's an
no,
illusion.
It's not an illusion. What it is it's a highlight reel. Somebody said it perfectly. It's a highlight reel. It's all the best stuff. It's not.
Well, that's why I'm saying it's an illusion. A person's literally using misdirection. They're using this one little section of their life and making it and putting this glamorous perspective when you see everything that's going on in reality in one's life or another person's life, and you see all of that, and they're literally just giving you this little.
It's a highlight reel.
Yeah,
here's the best stuff of my life.
Yeah,
and it's fine for what it is.
What's even worse is if it's a low light reel, they just give you all the crap, and it's just
that's even worse. That's even worse.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, you have to wonder. It's like if all they're posting about is how bad everything is in their life,
or how good it is. Sometimes you got to you're like, all right, what are you trying to prove here?
Yeah, no. When it's too extreme on one or another. Yeah, because it's like, wow. Because then you're wondering, it's like, wow, is anything going right for this person? Because if they're literally using something that's meant to share with your quote unquote friends on social media, and you have the people who are like all super happy and like all that, but there's
even worse
clearly something hidden behind that.
Even worse than that is vague booking, when they say something they don't say anything, but whatever they're doing is trying to get a lot of people to ask what's wrong.
Oh, the cryptic messages.
I can't take those.
I have no patience for
cryptic
books. Yeah.
Yep.
Cryptic book, vague book. I like that.
Yeah.
So basically,
vague
just
booking.
Throw something out there and wait till somebody responds. Okay, I got it. Another thing I noticed that
the time is up to talk. It's like, all right,
time's up.
Well, no. Time's up is completely different. We're not mocking time's up.
No.
I think you are.
The time to talk is over. I'm like, wait, what? Why are you posting this on social media?
I think I noticed something that girls do a lot because they're more emotionally based is like whenever something goes wrong, it seems like they grab to Facebook like, oh my God, stuck in traffic. And that's it. That's their post. Like, all right, what do you want me to say to that? Like, good job. Like I'm not going to like that. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of times I think for certain people, it's get this thought out and then that's it. Get this emotion out.
Or the spin from that if certain people that are dating, and then all of a sudden they do these cryptic passive aggressive pictures, memes, and messages, and you're like,
I have not experienced that.
They've got this person's got into a fight with their significant other.
Yep.
Well, you can usually tell too if they start getting removed from pictures or they start getting talked about less or.
It's more like the transition before it happens, where it's like they're trying to do as Alex said, the passive aggressive bullshit.
Yep.
Do you guys remember in 08, 09, 10, they stopped doing it, but it would actually notify people when a relationship ended. It'd be like, this person are no longer together. The only reason I remember that is because it did it for me when I broke up with a girlfriend of mine for a while, and I was like, oh, geez, why?
Yeah, they said they're now single.
Are no longer in a relationship. Yeah, it's like, okay, well, thanks for sharing that to everybody.
That was on Facebook, wasn't it?
It was at one point it would say it was 09.
Well, because sometimes it would say so and so got engaged or so and so is in a relationship.
But this literally said Mike and X are no longer in a relationship. I was like, all right, well, thanks for just
really? I
throwing
didn't know that. I thought they just said they're now single.
No, I think
that's what I remember. I remember
maybe it was that
so and so is now single.
But no. This definitely said this person and this person ended their relationship. But I think that stopped abruptly because people were probably like, "Hey, why is?"
I wonder why. Huh?
Yeah. But I was one of those. I remember because people were like, "Oh, you and this person aren't dating anymore." Oh yeah, thanks, Facebook. But I mean, it definitely has its
profile pic change.
Yeah, it definitely has its positives, though. I mean,
it's social. You just got to know how to use it right.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
and and this is something I've been going back and forth. I kind of want you guys' opinion on this. Throughout the years, I've gathered a lot of quote unquote friends on Facebook, and really all it is, oh hey, we had a class together. I know you now. We're Facebook friends, and I have, I think at this point, 750 friends, and
that's too much.
Well, that might be too, but I know some people that have 4,000 or so friends. And so just for the sake of this topic, I went on to a couple of their pages yesterday, and I looked at the amount of likes they get. It's still 30, 40, 50. It's never 800. It's never 1,000. So it goes to show you that even if you have close to 5,000 friends, you really only have a small pool that still pay attention and follow your stuff all the time. Yeah, I found it really interesting. I was like, less is more. Less is more.
Yeah, I found that like people who grew up with like in high school with Facebook, they would have like 5,000 friends because it'd be like pretty much everybody in their class or.
Oh, this is some older people. This is a teacher of mine, and these are people who garnered a lot of friends throughout the years. So these are older people.
You have friends who are you're friends with like your teachers from high school, Mike?
No, I'm talking about like Second City when I was in LA. Like some of the teachers out there. Obviously they're a little more famous because they have some friends, but my whole point is they still only get maybe 20 likes, 30 likes, 40 likes, as much as maybe you, me, and Alex do.
Yeah, well, it's also if you're a self-promoter, like your job is promoting music or anything like that. Of course, you're gonna want to basically friend everybody that you can, because that's all the people that you're reaching. And in that case, they're more contacts than friends.
But at the end of the day, it's still 4,000 people that you really don't know much about each other's lives. It's just, they don't give a shit really. It's that same.
It might not start out that way. It may start that you meet somebody at a party and say, "Okay, I want to friend them. Let's see if we have more in common." Sometimes you do, and sometimes you don't.
Yeah, right. But for the most part, they say any more than 150 relationships, human relationships, the mind can't handle it. They say so. Well, having 5,000 friends, nobody's going to be able to keep up with that.
Well, that's the whole point. The social media, it's all superficial. We go back to that point.
It's a, you make it. It's your space. It's your Facebook. Make it what you want, but use it for the better, obviously. But they do have good things on there, like donating to causes. I think that's good.
Yep. Yeah, and you have like GoFundMe's and other forms of crowdsourcing.
And hey, it's how we promote our stuff.
Yeah, that's how we promote this wonderful show.
We love Facebook.
Yes. I wouldn't say love. No, love's a strong word.
We're stuck with you, Facebook.
It's a necessary.
Yeah.
It's like water at this point.
With or without you, can't live with or without you.
What on social media? What would you post? What do you post? What wouldn't you post on social media and Facebook specifically?
No dick pics.
Wouldn't you post? Yeah, no dick
pics. You can't post. You can't. It violates the terms and agreements. And
Alex has tried
on Facebook.
You seem to know a lot about that. You seem to know exactly what
most
happens.
Social media across the board. I think the only one you can get away with that is Twitter.
I have never seen it, and I'm glad I haven't seen it.
I do post. I post pictures. I know some people don't like it, but I get a lot of likes out of it. But if I cook something spectacular or I go to a spectacular restaurant, pictures of my food.
Well, and that's, by the way, I don't hate when people post pics of their food. I'm just going to clear that out of the way right now.
I didn't say you did.
Okay. We didn't say it. Sounds like a little guilty.
But I will say this. I don't need to know that you had a cheeseburger for lunch yesterday. I don't need to know that you had chicken wings somewhere. It's like if you're at a really fancy restaurant and like it's
promote the restaurant. Don't promote the fries.
Exactly. Take a pic of the meal. I don't care. That's fine. And promote the restaurant. That's cool. But I don't need to see like every meal. I don't need to know that you ate oatmeal yesterday. I don't need to see that you're having a Coke instead of Diet Coke or vice versa, or you're having your mocha latte
with a candy cane. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
so a couple of times a month I do post pictures of something that usually it's something I cook.
Well, that's different. Hey, that's like this. You've accomplished something. You're like, I made this.
Hey, that's something like that. We can deal with, and I think again it comes to how much you post. If you did that every day, you'd be like, all right, here's Evan's food again. But
yeah.
Evan cooked again.
Evan.
Guess what? Guess who cooked again?
Evan can have a
It
meal
was
today.
Evan.
And then I post scenic pictures. I post music that I like that I want to share with people,
I do that.
or just like check this band out. Or
Well, this brings me to an interesting thing for you guys to be able to especially relate to, and me too. You know, we're doing our entertainment stuff. You know, do you think as a band, a musician, like, you know, kind of like less is more, be a little more mysterious, as opposed to like, oh, Alex Lopez, the musician, is at the dentist right now. Like, oh, who cares?
Well, I don't think necessarily at the dentist, but you have to find a happy medium and balance, because the days of being this mysterious group that pops up like every time there's an album cycle, those days are practically over. Realistically speaking, you can't just cut off contact with your audience completely, because you're going to alienate them and they're going to move on to other artists.
yeah,
But at the same time, you can't be so saturated that you're literally like every post is like oh my god, would these guys just shut up?
yeah.
I saw
also maybe it's particularly hardcore bands that they'll have like a countdown every day, or they'll just flood your feed with just so much nonsense that you have to tune them out.
No, that's a good point, Alex. I saw Trent Reznor talking about, like, you know, he's kind of reluctant to get into the social media, but he realizes because you know, there is no mysteriousness, like you said, of the band anymore. You can just Google what they look like. You know, it's just like, oh, that's the guy from that band. It's not a mystery anymore. You know, and that's why some bands try to use it. Like, they know it's necessarily evil, but they don't use it as much as oversaturating. You know, to get something out every day to people.
Yeah, and I think if you're in a band, unless you're in the process of making the album, or, you know, posting every day kind of becomes like, why? But at the same time, you got to keep your audience.
And let's face it,
And
if
that
this was
aspect,
around
so
in the
once a week is
70s
fine.
or 70s or 80s, like, those bands would have used it too. Those bands would have used it too.
Well, I think the 70s and 80s, you had the little mystery. Like, when you look at it nowadays, it's like you have to. So it's like,
Well, that's
guess what?
exactly
Kiss
why
took
there
off-
was, that's
Kiss
why there
took
was
off the
mystery, because
makeup,
you didn't
you
have
know?
Twitter.
It's-
That's why there was mystery, is my point. If this was around back then, there wouldn't be that much mystery. Like, oh, there's Kiss like getting a donut, you know.
Well, that's just it. I think when you look at a band like Kiss, who did a good job of covering it up, they were like Mexican luchadors. You didn't see them without their makeup until they took it off for the public.
Yeah. It has its benefits, and I think you know, you can all find good uses for it. You know, obviously people have gotten into fights on Facebook, and
No.
yeah, I mean, what are you guys' takeaways, I guess, on it? You know, going forward, how do you see it going forward? Kind of staying the way it is.
All in moderation. I don't think Facebook is going to.
I don't think it's going to get any better.
I think it's going to like level out, and then it's going to you share it with more of the Instagrams and Twitters. And
I think it's already hit that point. Is my
but I don't
feeling.
think it's going to
Yeah.
go further down. I don't think it's going to go further.
I don't
into
think it's going to get
extinction.
any worse or better either. I think if anything, it might get worse. Where
I agree with you.
Look at when you're in a restaurant. Look at when you're with people. Before, it was like everyone was eager to hang out, and you're all having conversations.
Well, that's a
and
great point.
And you're all looking at things. But now, when you go into a restaurant, when you go to a concert, when you go anywhere, literally you see this LED light hitting someone's face, and it's everywhere around you.
Every day I'm on the train, I don't even know what life was like. I don't remember. I don't even know what life was like before, like the trains of people sitting there. People actually talk to each other, because every day people just staring at the phones. And artists I've actually heard complain about this. I heard Rob Thomas from Matchbox 20 talking about doing a show, and he looks out and sees people look at the phones. He's like, "Can you just give me 2 hours of your time?" You know, like he's like,
well, a lot of bands are cracking down on it. They're gonna.
They should.
They make you put it away. Tool and A Perfect Circle kick you out of the show if they see your phone out.
Verpipe show. They said put your phones away.
Yep.
Yeah,
I remember
because you
that.
had Pete Torps who were checking the sports scores.
Yes, we were. We were really into it. No, but I think it's because it's kind of a slap on the face. If I'm an artist on stage and you're looking out and the people are just looking at their phones, it's like, okay, are you even paying
not
attention?
only that, but because of the way the music industry has shifted, you can't. You're paid about $60 to $80 a ticket to go to a show at this point. You don't want to spend. You're not spending that kind of money to see somebody's phone up in your face when you're trying to see the band.
Yeah. Just to check in, and that, and post, it's so true. It really is. And I think that's a good thing that they're cracking down on that, I think.
And then when people say and when people have the excuse of I have to check in to make sure that this other person's okay, and if somebody calls me. When you went to a concert 10 years ago, did you have that luxury of saying, "Well, I gotta go. I gotta get a call from someone"? Like, no, you're there. You went to a concert to enjoy the show and enjoy the experience. So why are you trying to ruin that now?
Exactly. And one last thing for me on it is what they say about it too, and it's so true. It's become like a tick. Like when somebody gets up and leaves to use the bathroom, if they're on a date, the other person grabs their phone. They don't even know why. There's probably nothing new. You know what I mean?
It's the fear of being alone. That's all it is.
It's anxiety. It's
anxiety. It's fear of not being connected.
So hopefully there's a shift in that, and people, the summer will be here soon. Hopefully people will talk to each other. But
no, they'll just be out. They'll be posting pics on Facebook and Instagram. In summer clothes weather, going, woo! It's summertime.
By the way, check us out on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter.
The living's easy.
This is a good topic. I mean, we could delve into other parts of it, I guess, too. But this is definitely.
Well, I think Evan kind of stated it when he said what he posts. But if you notice, there's stuff he won't post, and I think that's. And we kind of want to hear from you guys, the listeners. What stuff that you guys won't talk about on social media? Share it with us.
Or what stuff don't you like seeing? I guess maybe it's the same thing. What stuff don't you like seeing of other people's posts?
What do you not post yourself, and what don't you like other people posting? And
don't say Mike and Alex show updates. We're pretty good about blast. We're pretty good about not oversharing.
We will flood you even more. Try us.
We'll whip you with a slice of deli ham.
Yes.
We will challenge you to duels, Hamilton style.
Yes.
All right.
This has been a good topic. I think
should we transition to what's on our playlist? Our typical.
All right. What are we listening to, guys?
Well,
Evan, you can go first.
Okay. Well, the Snow Patrol.
They're still around. There's a I remember that was a MySpace song, that big song they had that was on everyone's page.
Chasing Cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's their first album in about 7 years. Their first album in 7 years, and they just released their new single called "Don't Give In." It's on iTunes, and I like
German there. What was that? Don't give in.
Don't give in.
The way you said it, don't give in. It's like.
Don't give in. No, that's Donkashung, but no, don't give in. I wonder if that single is going to chart highly in Germany now. But
you're welcome.
It's fresh, and I've been missing Snow Patrol for a while, so that got posted. That's on iTunes, and
kind of thought they were one hit wonder. Kind of thought they were.
No, they've been a very successful band.
Yeah, well, they're more popular in the UK and Ireland, but they've had at least
Chasing Cars was their biggest US
charting.
hit.
Like they had Run, they had Chasing Cars. So I guess I could see how you could think they're a one hit wonder, but they did have multiple hits, and they went away for a while, but they're back.
Well, didn't the lead singer do something with Mike Campbell?
I don't know. Gary Lightbody is the name of the singer, but their other guitar player, Johnny McDade, he also does a lot of other songwriting. He
Tired Pony.
Ed
They
Sheeran.
did Tired Pony in 2013.
He what?
That was the lead singer was in Tired Pony with a couple of other musicians.
Yeah,
including
Gary
Mike Campbell.
Lightbody is the lead singer, and Johnny McDade's the one who he does a lot of other songwriting, and he just got engaged to Courtney Cox. So.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Johnny McDade. He's not the lead singer, but the other guitar player. Yeah,
but that's so friggin' random. You know what I mean?
Dude, Snow Patrol's been around forever.
Is it?
No, well, it is random. Yeah, because Courtney Cox, you just think of other actors dating her, and just like, oh, she's dating the guitarist from Snow Patrol.
Well, didn't she date the guy from Counting Crows too?
No, that was Aniston.
Oh,
but
there you go.
Same show though, correct?
Yep. So that's the big one for me. What about you guys?
For me, in the last couple weeks, I have been in my country vibe. Still looking to go to a country show, by the way, guys. So if you have any suggestions, let me know.
Keith Urban.
Find a girl.
You'll find a girl?
No, I said find a girl.
Oh yeah,
that's the best way to get to a country show.
No, I'll go. I'll
go to a country. I've gone to country shows. They're great. They're fun.
Yeah, no, you're right.
No, they are. Hey, and you might not want to be with somebody when you go to a country show. From what I understand, it's a good, good market. A lot of stuff going on. But I have been listening to just recently. The song came out by, I think her name is. She's got one of these like girl boy names. It's like Jessica James Decker, I think it is. And this song with Randy Houser just came out called "Almost Over You." Good song. It's a great country song.
Almost Over You. Okay.
Yeah, she does. She's married. That's she's a reality show thing with her husband, football player Eric Decker. So that's why it's Jesse James.
Oh,
Decker,
I was wondering that. All right, so she's married to Eric Decker. All right.
Yeah, she's the one who had that show.
Gotcha.
Jesse James Decker. Okay.
And another good one, Morgan Evans, who is the current beau of Kelsey Ballerina, another country star. He has a song called "Kiss Somebody." It's pretty good. It's a good kind of upbeat country song. So yeah,
what the fuck happened to you, Mike?
Yeah, well, no, you gave me so much crap when I went through my country phase.
Dude,
I'm kidding, by the way.
I like the vibes.
I'm not. He ripped into me for country music.
I realize I've become like a.
You changed.
A Randy Orton country boy from the
sold
out Midwest. Like I can do country and rock. I'd realize so.
Yeah, no, you're right.
It's fine.
So
Mike.
that's
mine.
What do you do? That's okay. Alex, what do you got? It's probably
I'm listening.
What?
He said Alessandro.
Alex, what are you listening to?
I'm listening to the new Stone Temple Pilots album. The new Seven Dust single off. They've got a new album coming out. I'm listening to their new song "Dirty." It's pretty good. And actually, because I got hooked into this Tom Petty documentary on Netflix, so I ended up getting the new Roy Orbison, like old Roy Orbison songs. I got his greatest hits. You can't have something new.
You can't have new Roy Orbison.
So, what's your verdict so far on the new Stone Temple Pilots? You like it?
Yeah, I haven't heard it.
It's good, but I don't think, and there's some really good songs on it, but I feel like it's not SDP to me. It's good, and it has the sound, but it's not.
Well, how would you rank it to like Talk Show or Army of Anyone or the Chester Bennington?
That's where I would rank it. I would literally rank. You nailed it. It's on that level. It's not terrible, but it's not SDP. So it sounds good. But it's Army of Anyone and Talk Show. That's what it feels like.
Hey, random question: is the band Trapt still around?
I don't know.
I think they are, but they're definitely not like the successful group.
Man, there's a random band from like the early mid 2000s. Headstrong was their big song.
Yeah, and they actually had Echo, the following album.
Mm-hmm. Trapt. They're still around.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a Google guy.
Yep. They so the last thing they were part of was in 2016. They were part of the Make America Rock Again tour with like Saliva, Saving Abel, Alien Ant Farm.
You know who they voted
it's
for?
Like Drowning Pool. It's like you're stuck in like 2002 to 2006.
Yeah.
Well, that's just it. It's the 2000 that you nailed it. It's the 2002 to 2005 for bands.
Yeah.
Because I saw Fuel, Alien Ant Farm, and Hoobastank a few years ago, and it was literally the same. It was
like 98 to 04.
Yeah, it was like 98 to 04 bands. I'm like, oh wow,
it's my indie rock phase.
Yeah, that's screw you world phase.
No, yep. I never had an indie rock phase. I just want to rock.
That was me through college. I was just like anti-establishment. What it really was, I didn't have an FM radio in college, so it was my first exposure to like broadband internet. So like I'm gonna check out Neutral Milk Hotel or Elliott Smith and things like that. And then
you know what's weird? Alex can testify this. I was exactly the same. I had the Kurt Cobain here. I listened. Why did I listen to the same stuff in college I do now, and still had the same like interest in music and stuff?
Well, no, but you're not the same like where Evan is. You're like your taste has pretty much stayed the same with the weird exception of this new country thing because. When we were in college, you were into Shinedown, Nickelback, Saliva.
All right, we just lost our viewership. I'm still into that stuff. You know, you don't have to always like listen to it every week to still be into that stuff. Exactly. I think you need to give stuff a healthy break. You know, like and then go back to it and be like,
oh absolutely,
like this Shinedown song is awesome. You know what I mean? So just because I'm in the country at the moment doesn't mean I don't like that stuff. You know. You're just saying that because I'm not going to the Shinedown Godsmack show.
I'm gonna go. Trust me, that's not going to be hard to get somebody to go to that. It's going to be fun.
No, it'll be a good show.
Nice.
So we
All
good?
right. Yeah, let's wrap it up, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in.
This was a good one.
And
yes,
peace
it
out.
was. Have a great one.
Take care.
Later.
Sometimes.